get into the action with Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure on Netflix.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous video. In today's video we are continuing the news that we got yesterday that a brand new Camp Cretaceous singular episode will be releasing on November 15th, and this will be called Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure. If you're at all excited for Hidden Adventure, be sure to press that subscribe button because you're able to then stay up to date with all of the news from the Jurassic franchise here on this channel. And whilst you're at it, don't forget to also press the like button if you happen to enjoy the video at any given moment. But for those who don't know what Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure is, it's essentially an interactive episode, so it's very similar to a game. No, it's not a video game in itself, but it's game styled. So what will happen is that we will watch the campers go throughout their new story in Camp Cretaceous, and every now and then we'll be given options on what to do. We can either, for instance, run away, or we can either decide to hide from a dinosaur instead. So whether or not this will be canon is a completely new question, and I was actually thinking to myself after seeing the trailer yesterday, and even discussed in my trailer breakdown, that from what we saw in the trailer, it seems like this could actually be canon. However, after the night passes, we now wake up to 4 brand new images of Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure, and there are 2 images of these 4 images that state very important key details to the whole plot of this 32-minute episode. So personally speaking, I don't think that this episode is going to be canon, which is unfortunate because it seems like we may be getting what we expect to be called a Tarbosaurus. But we are still awaiting official confirmation on whether or not Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure will be canon. We don't expect it to be canon because of the multiple storylines, however, we can always say that one specific path is meant to be canon, or we can also say that roughly, not exactly, but roughly the events that occur within Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure are canon to the Jurassic universe. But the moment that you've probably been waiting for since clicking on this video, the brand new images, what are they? They're nothing too spectacular, however, here is our first one. We see what seems to be the campers of Kenji, Brooklyn, Yasmina, Sammy and Ben camping inside what seems to be a metal shack of some kind. Now, from what we can tell with the tree and the light in the background, we can assume that they are inside the grounds of Hidden Adventure. And Hidden Adventure was originally supposed to be just some sort of new attraction that unfortunately never released nor opened in Jurassic World. However, in this brand new image we can see 5 of the 6 campers. So where is Darius? I assume Darius is probably doing something funny behind their backs, or maybe chasing down or scaring off some of the raptors that could be stalking them, or potentially something else. Because, judging by the face of these campers that we do see, they seem to be happy and ecstatic that something's going on, and I can only presume that to be something with Darius. Now we move over to the second image here. Unfortunately, we don't have a good quality version of this image. I've seen the websites it's on, and unfortunately there's no high resolution image of this. However, we can see all of the campers, besides Yasmina. Again, for some reason there's always one camper missing, but we can see all of the campers besides Yasmina sat on the seats of the Mosasaurus attraction. Not only that, they are all looking into this book which is titled Jurassic World. Now I really try to see what this sort of text is saying at the top of the book. Unfortunately I can't quite make it out, so until we get a better resolution of this image, I guess we're gonna have to go unknown about this book. However, the colour scheme is that of Jurassic Park's. We have a darker red and then we have a lighter yellow, so there's a nice little Easter egg for you there. But it is making me intrigued as to what's so important in this book. Now we start to get into the last 2 images here. However, these images are actually quite important, more important than I originally thought. So taking a look at the first image here, we can see that we get the options of either go into a car getaway or we go onto the roller coaster. Now, I'm not quite sure as to what we have to pick here, like what's the better option. But from what I can decipher from the trailer, these 2 options pop up within the trailer on these banners. The left side banner says something about a car, and the right side banner says something about a theme park or roller coaster. So I assume these are the 2 routes that we can do to get these campers out of Hidden Adventure safe and alive. However, why they're trying to get out is another question. I don't quite know. Maybe they've been locked in there by mistake and they need to try to find another way out. However, the reason why I would probably choose the car getaway here is because in the trailer we only really see the Tarbosaurus chasing down a car once. However, in the trailer we see the Tarbosaurus come face to face with the campers who are standing right next to a crashed and broken roller coaster. And also, in some images that also released yesterday, we can see both Tyrannosaurus Rex and Tarbosaurus threatening the campers on the roller coaster and also standing in the middle of the roller coaster. So just by the trailer initially, I assume that the car getaway might be the better option here. However, because these two options are completely varied in where the plot goes, I can only assume that they are going to be very different, and that essentially means that Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure will not be canon in any way, shape or form. Now what's interesting here is that I want you to pay attention to what we see in the trailer, because multiple times where we are given options, the campers look to the camera, essentially breaking the fourth wall. And what we see in this image here is what seems to be Yasmina and Sammy staring into the camera, essentially breaking the fourth wall again. If you don't believe me, let's check out our fourth and final image for today's video. We have an option here where you can choose between bringing Bumpy or leave Bumpy behind. At the same time, Ben and Brooklyn are staring into the camera, once again breaking the fourth wall. So it is quite intriguing where they're going to go and what route they're going to go with Hidden Adventure, but honestly speaking, from these images alone, I believe that this will be non-canon and it will just be a fun little spin-off show that may have happened in some wacky different Jurassic universe. Now when we take a look at the scenery and the background of where these campers are, I can only assume that they're in the campgrounds of Camp Cretaceous, right outside that big treehouse. And the two options are either bringing Bumpy or leaving Bumpy behind. Now again, this could literally be a very important decision. If you bring Bumpy, you'll be able to use Bumpy to fend off other dinosaurs. Or if you bring Bumpy, eventually Bumpy may be killed off later down the line, making Ben quite upset and probably the rest of the campers as well. On the contrary, if we leave Bumpy behind, Bumpy won't be included and it could cause fates towards some of the campers within the storyline. So it could be important to bring Bumpy, but Bumpy could end up dying anyways, or it might be more important to leave Bumpy behind. Nobody really knows at this stage, but it is interesting to see what you're going to pick. Essentially, it's keep Bumpy alive or kill off Bumpy. I know that's a very morbid way of looking at it, but it's kind of what I want to see from Jurassic-styled games like this. I know we had it in the Telltale game, but if we take a look at games like The Quarry and Until Dawn, they've done very, very well, and it'd be great to have some sort of video game like that for Jurassic. Essentially, this is our first, let's say, different video game styled thing for Jurassic. Different in the sense that it's not a park builder like Jurassic World Evolution and Evolution 2. But yeah, those are the 4 brand new images that we get released earlier this morning. Now if you're excited for Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure, be sure to let me know in the comments below and let me know what you're most excited about. Once it does release on November 15th, you can guarantee that this is the best channel to be subscribed to check out all of the news regarding Camp Cretaceous and all of the footage from this interactive episode. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to press that like button and subscribe if you're new. But most importantly, all I ask for from you guys today is to make sure you're all staying safe out there. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.